What's up, guys? It's the Tree of Woe show. And this is a dope ass jacket. Let's be serious here. Like, Christmas Day, it's coming, folks. Not to be cocky, but let's be serious here. Just kidding. But not really. Anyways, this is December 16th, 2011 Smackdown review. The show starts off with the five time WCW champ Booker T coming out. And he talks about how Cody Rhodes is going to get it on Sunday. And basically, they just keep asking him, okay, well, if you win, are you going to return full time? He's like, we'll worry about that when we get there. We'll see on Sunday. He basically says he's going to win. He's going to teach Cody Rhodes a lesson. Then Cody Rhodes comes out. Whoa! Yeah. So he comes out, and he's like, I understand that if this was a movie on Sunday, you'd come out, have your great return, you'd win, and you'd send me walking back in a whole lot of shame. But this isn't a movie, and well, this is not a movie announcer. He calls him an announcer. He's not an active guy, obviously. He basically says reality's gonna set in, and I'm gonna beat you, and blah 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 blah. And so then they talk about how Cody's gonna face Daniel Bryan right now, and Cody tells Booker T that if he interferes again, the match at TLC is off. He loses his chance. So then we cut, and Booker T's like, whatever. So we cut right into the match: Cody Rhodes versus Daniel Bryan. Pretty good match. These guys always have a good match together. And there was no interference by Booker T. Booker T lived by the law. And at the end, Cody Rhodes hits a crossroads and gets the win because Cody Rhodes is better than Daniel Bryan. Fact. And then we get Alicia Fox versus Natalya. Okay. And Alicia wins by roll up. Okay. And then she rips out some of Natalya's extension, or a weave, as we say in the hood, Booker T. Okay. And then she says you got outfoxed. Right. Yeah. Who knows what happened to the whole Divas of Destruction or Doom thing, where now they're getting, well, not both, but Natalya's getting beat by Alicia Fox. Oh, sign of the times. Yeah. And then we get a recap of the Raw, just the pipe bomb of the year segment where they ran through like the clip that you saw on Raw. They were stretching for stuff here tonight, but whatever. It didn't like show it just showed the little clips we saw of R-Truth saying all the crap he said this year and all that nonsense. Hilarity ensued by R-Truth this year. Then we get former World Heavyweight Champion Jack Swagger backstage. I thought WWE had forgotten he was a former world champion. I was shocked. I said, whoa, they remember? Yeah. But he's backstage with Vicky. He's approached by Mark Henry, and Mark Henry's like, hey, man, you gotta enter the Big Show for me. And if you do, I'll give you a World Heavyweight title shot. You'll be first in line. Jack Swagger says, oh, I'll hurt the Big Show. I'll hurt the Big Show. I'm not going to talk all this. He says he'll hurt the Big Show, but he's going to do it for himself. And he sees the world title in his future anyways. Apparently he's looking at a different future than the rest of the world of himself. But if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to? So attaboy, Jack Swagger. I said I wasn't going to talk on the list. Sorry. And then we get a tag match. Yeah, they exist still. With not Air Boom either. We had the Usos versus Epico and Primo with Rosa Mendez. Shucky ducky. Quack quack. Oh boy. So yeah, they come out and Primo gets the pin here. So Primo and Epico win. Rosa Mendez did a little distraction on one of the Usos, but yeah. These guys on True to the Troops beat Air Boom. I don't think Air Boom is going to be tag champs very much longer. If you listen and heard Booker T on commentary, they're like trying to bury Evan Bourne. It is hilarious. They're like, I think it was Matthews asked Booker T, I thought you were a big Air Boom guy. They're in your Fave 5. He's like, well, one of them's in my Fave 5. The other one does not stay in the Fave 5. Obviously, he's talking about Evan Bourne because he loves Kofi. Because I remember he reminds me of a young Booker T. But anyways, so yeah, Primo and Epico fuck the world. right? Right. Yeah. And then we get to the match we're all waiting for. Talk about blast from the past. Big Show versus Jack Swagger. Before the match starts, the bell rings, and then you get Mark Henry coming out to watch because he's interested in this match because he needs the Big Show to get beat up because he's scared of the Big Show. And this match was all right. I mean, you weren't expecting anything too wild, but Jack Swagger hit the freaking Swagger bomb or whatever it's called twice on him. He kicks out. He had the ankle lock on him for a minute, but then Big Show's kind of looking at Mark Henry like, "This for you, player." Teddy Long, and he kicks him off, ends up hitting him with the weapon of mass destruction later. So Big Show wins, obviously. He's in the main event of the pay-per-view. Jack Swagger's not on the pay-per-view. Let's be serious here. So then after Big Show throws Swagger outside the ring, Mark Henry's chilling there. He grabs the chair, whacks him with the chair again, then he whacks the cameraman with the chair. Big Show's like, "Oh, you're a coward. What are you doing?" You know, the usual. So, that was that segment. I don't know that I want Big Show Jack Swagger as the main event, but then again, the world title maybe should be the bigger focus, but whatever. Then we get backstage, Orton and Ryder, one of the most confusing tag team matchups teams of all time. They're backstage, and Ryder's like, "Hey, we just want to check we're on the same page, bro." And Randall's like, "No." He's like, "Are we in the same book?" He's like, "Maybe." He's like, "Whoa, yeah." Randall just gives him the look like, ugh. Yeah, Randy Orton. Being Randy Orton. And then we get to a match. Heath Slater versus Ted DiBiase. They finally showed footage of the actual DiBiase posse party things. It looked like a good time. You figured if it showed it, it would give him a better, view. It looked like a good time. They were just handing out food, tickets. That's what happens. Yeah, Ted DiBiase wins again. We all knew that was going to happen because he lays the Smackdown on everybody. And then after the match, Jinder Mahal comes out and attacks him. Jinder, what are you doing? And then Teddy Long comes out. And Teddy Long says what he says every time. There's a heel in the ring causing some drama. Is the Undertaker here? Randy Orton? No, he's already got a match. You'll face Sheamus, player. So Sheamus versus Jinder Mahal was announced. This one lasted longer than the other one. But in the end, same result. Sheamus wins by bro kick. Was to be expected. It's Jinder Mahal and it's Sheamus. So Sheamus wins by bro kick. There you go. Then you get the Slammy recap where they go through some stuff about what happened on the show or whatever. Normal stuff. Just a little recap of the business. And then we get to the main event of the evening. Randall Keith Orton and Zack Ryder versus Wade Barrett and Dolph Ziggler. So you got the two feuds intertwining in a tag match. Good idea. You got Orton and Barrett and the U.S. title feud going on. Match went like 12, 13 minutes maybe. So, pretty good. It was entertaining, In the end, Ziggler goes for the famouser. Randall Keith Orton hits the RKO and kind of stares at Wade Barrett outside the ring like, "Oh, you gonna get some of this. You're gonna get some of this, player." So Orton gets the stare down to Barrett, and Barrett's kind of backs off, doesn't go break out the pin, like, "Oh, damn." And there's a table outside the ring. And Wade Barrett kind of looks at the table like, "Oh, Sunday, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful around here." And Orton just kind of stares at him like, "Oh." So, I mean, Barrett got the upper hand so many times, like interfering in matches and stuff. Orton's got the upper hand more so in the last week here. But hopefully that doesn't. Wade Barrett needs to win at TLC. Wade Barrett should win at TLC. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm pretty sure. I don't want to predict it yet. You'll see that in the prediction video. Wade Barrett needs to win. Ends with a stare down. All Barrett standing on the table. So hopefully this isn't a sign that Orton's going to win, because we all know I love Orton. He does barrage people. Come on. And then that ended the show. So there's the lead into TLC. No new matches announced. Build up for the matches that are a little bit. So we'll see. I will post the prediction video tomorrow and the review of the show on Sunday. So tell me your thoughts of Smackdown. Subscribe up here. Oh, I did it right that time. Like this video. Again, any comments, Q&A questions, anything in the world, right down there. Right big bananas if you're still watching. But yeah, that's it. Tell me your thought of the show. Tree Wolf Show signing out. I like that.